How well do you know where your time goes? We spend a lot of time managing our money, and yet money is something that we can make more of. We can never make more time. We can make more money and go on a vacation, but if we don't have the time to actually take the vacation, the money is useless. It wasn't until 2012 that this really hit home for me. I was working for a nonprofit and all of a sudden was going to start getting reimbursed for the time that I spent there. So I had to keep a time log. I was crazy busy at the time. I was working full 8-hour days from the time my kids left for going to school until a couple hours after they got home from school. I was busy. And I was so embarrassed, quite honestly, when I started keeping a time log to see how little of that time was spent actually working. 5 minutes throwing clothes in the washer led to 30 minutes to fold them, put them away, put them from the washer to the dryer. I was just wasting time like crazy. Once I understood where my time was going, I was able to rearrange things. So I started to work very continuously from the time my kids left the house to go to school until a little bit after lunch, and I got all my work done for the day. And all of a sudden, I felt so relaxed. I could do my chores while watching silly cooking shows and decorating shows. I could get out in the yard and garden. I could go for walks with a friend. All of a sudden, my life became so much more peaceful just because I was aware of where I was spending my time. When we're in the workplace, it's very easy for time to disappear as well. Chatting with our neighbor who shares a cubicle with us, or spending time in meetings where we're so scattered that we're not even actually present in the meeting to understand what's going on. There's so many time wasters, even something as simple as checking email continuously throughout the day so that we're constantly task switching. Peter Drucker in The Effective Manager recommends that at least once every 6 months, managers take 3 to 4 weeks to log their time and see on an hourly basis how that time is being spent. From there, we can use some of the time management tools I've talked about, such as the Eisenhower matrix, the Pomodoro technique, defining what's done to manage our time more effectively. But as we look at our time, we can see how much is being spent on what's truly important and how much is spent on projects that we don't think are taking very much time, but maybe they actually are. Where is our concentration and our energy highest over the course of the day so that we know when to devote that time? Where are we having 5-minute breaks, 10-minute breaks, where all we're doing is we're checking our phone and looking at emails and pretty much wasting our time, not really getting a good rest in, but not being productive either? Can we consolidate those so that you can get meaningful rest or meaningful work or even a workout in? As we better understand ourselves and we better understand how we are using our time, all of a sudden, we have an ability to manage something that we couldn't do before. What are your next steps? Thinking about this, what can you put into action? There are, all you have to do is Google tracking time use, and apps galore will show up to help you in figuring out how you're spending your time. What seems like low-hanging fruit right now? I'd love to hear from you.